New details in a story you saw only on Eyewitness News. Getting tough on DUIs. We've learned Rhode Island has some of the weakest penalties in the country for repeat offenders. 5 at 5, we told you how a new bill would double many of the state's punishments for driving drunk. But prosecutors tell us that's not enough, saying Rhode Island needs to do more to keep those convicted of DUI from doing it again. Steve Nielsen is here now with what he's learned. It's a story you'll see only on Eyewitness News.
Well, Mike, when it comes to punishing people with 2, 3 or more DUI convictions, the Attorney General tells me Rhode Island trails every other New England state. September 2014, a 53-year-old Cumberland man is stopped for a DUI 4 times in just 2 days. June of that year, a 20-year-old from East Greenwich gets her second DUI charge after slamming into a state police cruiser. In July of last year, a 21-year-old from Cranston arrested for his second DUI, this time with children in the car.
Had his stepchildren in the car, 3 of them, and they were unrestrained.
We wanted to know how many Rhode Island drivers have been convicted of a second DUI, so we checked with the state judiciary. They tell us those numbers aren't available right now because of an overhaul to their computer system, but we can tell you how many Rhode Islanders have been charged with driving drunk a 3rd time, because the cases of 3-time offenders are handled by the Attorney General's office. In the past 3 years, 36 people have been charged for their 3rd DUI.
People are getting injured, people sadly are getting killed, and it's something that we really do need to take seriously.
Now the Attorney General wants to double the state's look-back law. When a driver's charged with a DUI, the look-back law lets prosecutors add additional penalties if that person had a previous DUI in recent years.
Right now in Rhode Island, we have 5 years that we can see if the person has had a DUI, and would it increase the penalties.
So if a person found guilty of a DUI today also has a conviction from 6 years ago, no additional penalty for that repeat offender. Kilmartin tells me Rhode Island's 5-year look back is the shortest in New England and tied for the shortest nationally.
If you look at what most of the country is at and where they're at and seems to be working and is generally accepted, 10 years seems to be that number.
Massachusetts and Vermont even have lifetime look backs. Now legislators are considering a bill that would double Rhode Island's period from 5 years to 10.
This is something that is needed, it's necessary, it's the norm, that Rhode Island is the outlier.
And Kilmartin tells me at this point it's unrealistic to ask the Rhode Island General Assembly for a lifetime look back and believes 10 years is more in line with norms nationwide. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.